Yoruba. There is a law that permits any nation that wants to separate from a nation. Akintoye. According to Vanguard, Professor Banji Akintoye, the leader of Ilana Omo Odua, expressed a differing view from the leaders of Afenifere regarding the issue of restructuring, stating that the Yoruba nation seeks self-determination rather than restructuring within Nigeria. During his appearance on Arise Television's The Morning Show, Professor Akintoye emphasized his conviction that the dream of achieving Yoruba nation independence will be realized. He argued that implementing restructuring would not address the ongoing violence perpetrated by Fulani herders who have allegedly killed numerous Yoruba people. He questioned why there is considerable focus on agitation for Yoruba nation while ignoring the threat posed by the Fulani herdsmen who seek dominance in the country. Acknowledging Afenifere's efforts in advocating for restructuring, Professor Akintoye asserted that the only solution to the violence and atrocities against the Yoruba people is for them to have their own country where they can enact laws and control their borders. Regarding recent violent actions by Onotiri Abiola's group at the Oyo State Government House, Professor Akintoye distanced himself from such actions, stating that his movement for Yoruba self-determination operates within the frameworks of international law and advocates for peaceful means to achieve their goals. He emphasized the intellectual sophistication of their movement and reiterated that commitment to achieving self-determination peacefully, highlighting that their struggle has been ongoing since 2019 without any record of violence. Taking exception to the violence displayed by Onitiri Abiola's group, who swooped on the Oyo State Government House, he said, "The ideas for self-determination movement and Yoruba agitation, led by Modupe Onitiri Abiola, are not the same. We started the movement for the liberation of the Yoruba nation under the existing law of the international community. People do not seem to recognize the rights of indigenous people and that there is a law that permits any nation that wants to separate from a nation they belong to now to do so." Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below and don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when we upload daily content here on this channel. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give their own opinions on this. Now, let's see what other people have to say about this. Professor, we are with you on this. You cannot force people together forever. When the South and East want to break away from Nigeria, you said IPOB, Igbo people and Niger Delta people are terrorists, simply because you don't want them to go with the oil and gas resources, leaving you with nothing. So why now, this comment, Yoruba people are Judas Iscariot, traitors, sellouts? It is not separating from a nation because there was no nation in the first place. It is liberation from British terrorism nicknamed Nigeria for sovereignty of these territory natives under the 6 sovereign states based on the 6 geopolitical zones. In 1914, fraud nicknamed Nigeria is British terrorism. It is not a nation. That is why Awolowo rightly said Nigeria is merely a geographical expression. It is not a nation. It is not a country. British bandits invaded this territory, murdered numerous Hausa people, Kanuris, Middle Belt natives, Yoruba, Igbos, Niger Delta natives, etc., and violently formulated 1914 fraud nicknamed Nigeria against sovereignty of these territory natives. It is terrorism. The army robbers from Yorubaland, led by B.C. Akande and their thugs nicknamed soldiers, police, etc., violently defending British terrorism, nicknamed Nigeria against sovereignty of these terrorist natives are terrorists. Liberation of this territory natives from the bondage of British terrorism, for sovereignty of these territory natives under the six sovereign states based on the six geopolitical zones is only with the sword because the armed robbers from Yoruba land and their thugs, nicknamed soldiers, violently defended British terrorism. It is shoots at sights against the armed robbers from Yoruba land and their thugs from all directions. The police and soldiers sent them all to hell for judgments, burnt down their barracks, for sovereignty of these terrority natives under the six sovereign states based on the six geopolitical zone. The sword decides. Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to turn on notifications so you can be notified when I upload daily content here on this channel. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on and they can give